Good morning, metalheads of the internet, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Metal Meltdown. Today we are talking about the latest studio album from Body Count featuring the one and only original gangster himself, Ice-T, entitled Merciless. This is the 8th full-length studio album from this American rap metal, thrash metal, heavy metal crew of sorts, originally a side project from Ice-T, because Ice-T originally kind of a hip-hop, rap, gangster rap superstar and icon and pioneer. But as time has gone on, by Ice-T's own admission, he has grown far more interested in rock and metal and punk and more extreme styles of music, and less interested in modern rap and hip-hop music, and thus Body Count has become his full-time musical project basically within the last decade. And as a result of that, as a result of Ice-T fully committing himself musically to Body Count, I feel like Body Count's overall output, the quality of their music, has just gotten a lot better, especially within this past decade. Like the last couple of records, Manslaughter, Bloodlust, Carnivore, sure, they've been pretty simple. Sure, they've been a little cringe in some parts, that's fair to argue as well. But you know what? They've also been pretty fun. And I don't think I'm in the minority when I say this. The fact is their last couple of records have been genuinely pretty successful, even garnering some Grammy nominations here and there, and also an actual Grammy win for Best Metal Performance back in 2021. And with this in mind, let me just say right off the bat, if you truly did love those last couple of records, I don't see any reason whatsoever why you wouldn't also love, or at bare minimum, thoroughly enjoy Merciless. It's got everything that you want and expect from a Body Count record at this point in time. It's got the attitude, the hype, the energy, the momentum, plus also a slew of special guests, maybe the most that I think I've seen on any Body Count record, all bringing their own unique flavors and spices into the mix as well. Like you've got Max Cavalera of Soulfly and Sepultura fame, you've got George Fisher, Corpse Grinder of Cannibal Corpse fame, Joe Bad from Fit for an Autopsy, even David Gilmour from Pink Floyd shows up on a cover, a reinterpretation of Comfortably Numb of all fucking things. And most importantly, vocally and lyrically, Ice-T just sounds fucking hella pissed all throughout. Dare I argue, the most fucking hella pissed that he's been on a Body Count record in quite some time. Like, what he lacks in massive dynamic vocal range and the most nuanced and intelligent lyrics, he more than makes up for in just being pissed off and showing you and telling you all of the ways in which he's pissed off. For example, on Drug Lords, Ice-T talks about the fentanyl crisis and drugs being smuggled across the border and people using drugs to kind of deal with the everyday chaos of modern life. And then on Fuck What You Heard, Ice-T talks a lot about the greed, the hypocrisy, the corruption, and the incompetency of modern-day politicians on all sides of the political spectrum. On Lying Motherfucker, he goes out of his way to call out Donald Trump in particular for a lot of lies that he peddles. And on his reinterpretation of Comfortably Numb, Ice-T talks about how we as a society have kind of become numb to all of this for a variety of different reasons. You know, maybe we're just trying to ignore it because we just need to deal with our own shit first. Maybe we're all too divided. Maybe we just literally don't care. Now, that's not to say that all of these songs are, incredible, because there's not. There's room to improve on all of these songs. Lying Motherfucker, for instance, would benefit from a better variety of riffage. It relies primarily on some very one-dimensional, ham-fisted kind of deathcore chugging. I feel like Fuck What You Heard and Comfortably Numb would benefit from better execution overall as well. I like that kind of gangster rap vibe and flow of Fuck What You Heard combined with that kind of groovy rap metal. And I do like some of the soulful psychedelic guitar wailings of Comfortably Numb and the overall urgency of the cut. But simultaneous to this, Fuck What You Heard does eventually boil down in some parts to some basic centrist talking points. It even repeats the whole two sides of the same bird argument, which I feel like has become a meme at this point. And Comfortably Numb as well, I think, is trying too hard to sound too inspirational in certain points, and it just kind of makes it feel unintentionally so, but nevertheless a little disingenuous. Drug Lords, though, is consistently great. I have no notes. I'm especially loving those, classic Sepultura Soulfly vibes being brought brought in by Max Cavalera on this one. You know, it's raucous, it's hard-hitting, it's in your face, good variety of riffage and beats here. Ultimately, though, much like a lot of other body count records, I think that Merciless is at its best when it just completely relishes and indulges in violence and chaos. Psychopath, for instance, is an angry, visceral, sharp, Exodus-style thrash metal rager with some nice backing gutturals courtesy of Joe Bad from Fit for an Autopsy, giving this a gnarly, dirty kind of edge and feel. The Purge is pretty solid and fun as well. It's got a semi-ominous introduction with some synths and some like voiceover, kind of like a broadcast over the radio, like something you would actually hear in the Purge movies, and then it kind of transitions into some like mid-pace, groovy kind of like death thrash metal with some vocal contributions all throughout from Corpse Grinder from Cannibal Corpse. And there are some other pounding, mid-pace kind of heavy metal, groove metal cuts like Do or Die and World War that do a great job at building tension and atmosphere, going into more moody and eerie territory while maintaining that ferocity and urgency. Now, in my opinion, the record could definitely do without Interrogation Interlude. I just don't think it's a very effective or interesting cut, and it doesn't flow all that well into the album's title track, Merciless. But overall, I would say I'm satisfied. You know, plenty of solid riffs and beats and moments worthy of a good solid headbang and a good solid mosh. I'm feeling an enthusiastic 3 to 5, leaning towards a 3.5 to 5. I think if stuff like Fuck What You Heard, Lying Motherfucker, and Comfortably Numb had been stronger and more effective for me, I would be feeling that 3.5 to 5. But, you know, c'est la vie, it is what it is. In my opinion, ain't no reason to get upset over a 3 out of 5. Sometimes y'all feel differently, but in my opinion, in my experience, that's a decent score. Nothing to cry about. All right? This would normally be the part of the video where I would go, oh, in a future album, I'd like to see this. It'd be really cool if we expanded on this. I don't see the point in this scenario because, first off, Ice-T ain't gonna see this video. And second, if he did, I'm pretty sure he would just tell me to eat shit. I'm gonna do what I fucking want to do. Which, honestly, you know, valid. When you're Ice-T and you've won Grammy Awards and you're at this point in your fucking life, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. And it's clearly working for him, you know? Like, maybe this, oh no, it's not a 5 out of 5, but I still enjoyed it. I still got a lot out of it. And I think a lot of people in general are also going to enjoy it and get a lot out of it. Like, yeah, just like a lot of other body count records, it's kind of simple in some parts and it's kind of corny in some parts. But like also a lot of body count records, it's still fun. That's what matters. If you want some big, mean, angry, rap, thrash, heavy metal jams, boom, this is it. Dig in, have at it, go nuts, go to town. There ain't nothing here for motherfuckers that didn't already love body count, but hey, if you didn't already love body count, you wouldn't be watching this video anyway, so fuck it. Enthusiastic 3 to 5, I think it's decent, man. It's alright, it's pretty good. I had fun, I enjoyed it. Yeah, check it out, why not? And that is it for the Metal Meltdown. I am not an expert, nor do I claim to be, contrary to very popular belief. So what do you think? Do you like this record? Do you not like this record? And what do you want to hear from me next? And thank you for watching. Make sure you press subscribe right here so you get updates on the Metal Meltdown fucking immediately. Wow, more videos here. That's so crazy. And as always, you have yourself a fantastic fucking day.